Feeling blue without you. Give me one more chance. Give me one more dance. Feel
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey beautiful, and welcome back to my channel. We are actually going to talk about the first time that I actually did this and ordered off of PopUp for Boxycharm. So we're going to go over the first part of my Boxycharm PopUp order that came in. We're going to talk a little more about Boxycharm PopUp, what it is, and when it happens. So stay tuned. Okay, sorry, I gotta show you guys this. Like, I bedazzled the back of this Jeffree Star mirror that I had because, you know, I needed a new hobby. And it's so beautiful and so sparkly. Like, I absolutely love it. I bedazzled my conspiracy palette too. So, you know what? Let me grab that real quick and show you the beautifulness. Shop. Alright, before we get into Boxycharm PopUp, I just have to show you guys my new hobby. It is bedazzling things. You see how shiny and beautiful and sparkly and pretty that is? I love it. Okay. Now that my new obsession is talked about and done over, I actually ordered over $200 worth of products from Boxy PopUp this first time. I've been getting Boxycharm for nearly 9 months now, and PopUp only happens the month before the Luxe box pops up, and that's every 3 months. So Luxe actually popped up for June this time around, and that means the next one is not till September, and then the next one after that will be December. And PopUp is like add-ons, but it's a lot bigger with a lot bigger selection. The problem with both pop-ups and add-on that I've noticed, if you are not a premium subscriber, a Luxe subscriber, or on the wait list for either of those two, you do not get early access to add-ons or pop-up. And that early access is really important because that's when members snatch up the best items, and once they sell out, that's it, they're gone. So you don't have a chance, if you're just a regular base box subscriber, to go in and grab some of those items. So let's get started here. I actually snatched up one of the Sunday Riley Tidal moisturizing creams. It says it's a brightening enzyme water cream, and I've actually opened this one up and started to use it. It's kind of like a green, watery, and it smells like fresh cucumbers to me, and I absolutely love that. I paid $10 for this Sunday Riley cream, and if you give me a moment, we're actually going to price check all these items that I picked up. So according to the Sunday Riley official website for ordering it, this size right here is considered full size. It is a one-time purchase at $65. Ouch. Next, okay, so all the items that I got in my first package are mainly most of the skincare things that I got, and there's not a lot of them, but there's enough. Another moisturizing cream that I picked up, because I picked up a bunch. I wanted to try them. I wanted to see which ones worked best for me. Since I have oily skin, I do recommend, for me and for other oily skin people, to use the water-based gel ones. They just seem to do a whole lot better in not clogging the pores, whereas the cream-based ones seem to make me really oily and other combination of oily skin people really oily as well. The second one that I picked up is by Tang Soul, which we all know is a Korean brand that I absolutely love, whether it be their skincare or their makeup. And this is the Pretty Glow Getter Waterfall Glow Cream. And look at this box. Like, that's a beautiful, beautiful holographic box. And this is what this one looks like right here. It is 1.75 ounces. I haven't opened this one yet, but when you open up the inside, it looks exactly like that. So it has like a nice, fresh, like really pretty citrus smell, and I absolutely enjoy this. I'm actually looking forward to using that one. Let's go ahead and check out the price of this. And apparently this, through the Tang Soul website, sells for $38. And I paid $12 for this one. Next is actually by another Korean beauty company. This is the Say You Do Moisturizing Vitamin C and Cream Gel. The brand is I Do Care, and it's so absolutely adorable. This is actually one of my favorite colors. I absolutely love this, and this one actually comes in a glass jar instead of a plastic jar. And it's got this cute little face on it. It's kind of hard to see since it's white, but it looks like this on the inside. It's a clear Mountain Dew colored gel, and it doesn't really have much of a smell. If I had to narrow it down to anything at all, it kind of reminds me of the smell of goo. Like when you made goo in science class with borax. That's kind of what it smells like. This one here, the Say You Do Care, I paid $8 for this in PopUp. And let's go see how expensive it would be if I bought it by itself. And actually this is a brand apparently that's sold at Ulta. And Ulta sells this for $23. So the fact that I only paid $8, that's still a really good deal. Oh, I didn't even know that. Look, it even comes with a cute little green spatula that has like a little face on it. That's adorable. I, however, am a hedonistic barbarian, and instead of using spatulas whenever they come with skincare items, I am the one that just sticks my fingers in, mushes it on my hands, and spreads it about my face. I don't even worry about being fancy and using the cute little spatula. So, sorry to those that do that, and I disgust you because I don't like touching things with my fingers. But you know what? Could be worse. The last one that I ordered, that's a cream that I got. I have heard a lot about this one. A lot of people go crazy and swear by it. It is actually the It's Confidence in a cream. It's a transferring moisturizer super cream, and it's actually in this really pretty box. This one is actually 2 fluid ounces, and this is actually the jar it comes in, and this is actually a really, really heavy jar. Like, it's got heft, and it's either frosted glass or like ceramic. If I open it up, nope, looks like it's actually glass. As I peel this off, it's actually glass. It smells very lemony, very fresh. I bought this to try because people absolutely swear by it. It cost me $10. I'm going to see how it goes. My only problem is that this is a cream. moisturizer, not a water-based one. It's cream-based. And my problem with that is that I do have oily skin, mainly oily skin. And I get really oily really fast throughout the day. And if I used this as my moisturizer out of getting the shower before I, do my toner and do my primer and put my makeup on and everything, I guarantee you this would probably cause my face to slide off and not stick. So I really only use cream-based moisturizers on days I'm not going to wear my makeup, or if I only do my brows and my eyeshadow and stuff and not a full face, because generally it'll just melt, like, gone. And let's find out how expensive this is. Apparently, Confidence in a Cream by It's Cosmetics also sells at Ulta. This is the anti-aging 2-ounce, 2-ounce jar, which is the normal size, and Ulta sells it for $49 for this. I only paid $10, so in my opinion, not bad. I honestly got a steal out of all of those, really. $40, and I could have easily spent $200 to $250 on them, so not even going to be upset about that. Next is actually a brand I absolutely 100% love. It is the Georgette Klinger. I love this. This is the Coconut Cleansing Milk. This one's for all skin types, which means oily, sensitive, dry, combination. This is for you. And it actually smells amazing. It does smell like coconut milk, coconut water, whatever you want to call it. And I love Georgette Klinger. I have one open in the bathroom right now that I'm using as my face cleanser. And it is the Grapefruit Cleanser from Georgette Klinger. And it is specifically for a combination to oily skin, which is perfect for me. I use it every day. I love it. My skin's gotten clear and looks so much better, and it smells amazing. If you love the smell of grapefruit, it's one for you. I honestly recommend trying Georgette Klinger. It's not a very well-known brand. I haven't been able to find a lot of reviews on the Georgette Klinger lines and products and stuff. I'm assuming they're fairly new as far as being popular to the scene, although it says that they've been in production since 1941 according to the bottle. So let's actually go and Google it and see exactly how much it would cost if I bought it individually by itself, because I love Georgette Klinger enough to buy it on its own, especially the grapefruit cleanser for when I run out, because it's become one of my favorite day-to-day items to use. Let's see here. On the actual Georgette Klinger website, the coconut cleanser, the coconut cleanser here sells for $22. And it also looks like they use Afterpay, so 2 bonus points in my book. And for $22, that's not bad. I actually spent, I believe it was either $6 or $8 on this. I do know my grapefruit one that I bought during the last pop-up, which was March? No, it would have been in February. It would have been the February sale because the next box came out for March. I spent $6 on the grapefruit one, and I absolutely 100% love it and recommend it for people who have oily skin like me. The next and only other 2 items I have gotten so far for my Boxy PopUp are 2 of the palettes that I have ordered. I ordered actually most of the makeup palettes and some brushes, and a whole bunch of other stuff that hasn't even arrived yet. I also ordered as far as the skincare stuff goes, I know I ordered a Saturday Skin waterfall cream moisturizer. I actually have one over on my desk that I use every morning, and I've been using the Sunday Riley every night before going to bed so far for the last week. And the Saturday Skin is freaking amazing. So that alone, I bought a bunch of those for $10. I stocked up on those. I think I bought like 5 extra, and I have one over there, and I have one more in a box that I previously bought before. I don't want to run out. I'm not stockpiling per se, but I didn't want to run out. And it's amazing. I love it. At least my skin's so smooth. It doesn't feel tacky, sticky, doesn't leave like a weird residue or anything. And like I said, I need a moisturizer in the morning that's going to be water-based, that's going to soak in and make it where I'm not going to be all oily and dull for the rest of the day. I did come across a problem when I got both of my Violet Voss Best of Life's palette 1 and 2. When they were shipped to me, when I got them in the mail, they were packed in a bubble mailer, which was damaged to hell and back. And I actually had to repack 3 of the glitter shades that are actually up here at the top due to the fact that they shattered in packaging. I tried to save as much as possible, but they don't look as good as they could. They look a little frumpy. But everything else turned out okay. It is a really cute packaging, and the colors in there are really, really nice. I would just also like to point out that they have a color scorecard on the back of the palette that's supposed to show you what the colors look like. And the colors on the back absolutely look nothing like the colors in the actual palette. So as far as this Violet Voss palettes go, like if you look here, you're expecting to see some yellows and some oranges and some really cute pinks and stuff, right? Well, you open it up, and that's not what you get. There's like no yellows in here. And you're expecting like a really bright yellow. Yeah, no. And with this one as well, 3 of the shades in this one also came damaged that were the glitter ones. And I tried to press them back in. And unfortunately with pressed glitters, they use oil to hold them in, and they're very easy to fall apart. And while very pretty, they retail, I believe, for $48 a piece on Violet Voss's actual website. They were $48 a piece when I checked them out on Sephora. I didn't check Ulta, but they're really expensive for palettes I don't consider to be worth the money. I spent $15 on each one, so I spent $30 between the two. And I just feel like even my $15 was a waste on these palettes. I don't feel like they were worth it. And the quality and pigmentation of both of these palettes are iffy as well. I'd actually consider both of these to be more kid palettes. I'd say kid friendly, but it's really not with the glitter in there, because if the pressed glitter gets into an eye, it could scratch your eye, it could cause irritation problems. Great for beginners to play around with, especially if you're younger, high school or so, to play with these. Fortunately, these are 2 items out of PopUp I can't recommend, and I honestly felt like I wasted my money on, and they came damaged, and I emailed Boxycharm about it, and they're like, well, wait until June 4th. June 4th we'll have an answer for you whether we can replace them or we're going to refund you, because I got them about 2 weeks ago, give or take. So it took them about a week for them to decide, oh, well, are we going to refund you or are we going to send you new ones? Honestly, I prefer you refund me. Sorry. Camera decided to time out, but it came damaged. I really didn't want another set. I've used them a little bit. I really don't like them. I'll probably hand them off to my sister, and I don't know if she's going to keep them or trash them too from that point, but oh well. Boxycharm finally emailed me back about a day ago and said, hey, we're out of stock of those palettes, so what we're going to do is we're going to refund you. They only refunded me $23 out of my purchase for those, and for those two alone I paid $31.20 with tax, and they gave me $23 back. Something's a little messed up. So I sent them an email readdressing that yesterday, and I still haven't heard back from them, and I'm probably not going to hear back until next week, Monday or Tuesday, because today's Friday and the weekend is here, and I doubt anyone in their office works on the weekends, and that's fine, but they better be giving me back the rest of my money for the refund on them, because who refunds $23 out of $31? Honey, I will be more than happy to mail them back to you just to get the rest of my refund. Kid you not. But I actually got lucky with this portion of my order from PopUp, because PopUp apparently has a lot of shipping issues where they mail a bunch of stuff in just bubble mailers instead of boxes, especially pallets. That's how mine ended up broken, because they came in a separate bubble mailer from the rest of my stuff, and my heavy stuff, my skincare, came in a box, but no padding. And I've seen pictures and horror stories of like glass items, like the Sunday Rally didn't come in a box, and it's a glass container, so if it had fallen and hit something hard enough, would have busted open, would have had glass shards everywhere, and it would have gotten all over everything. And so I was trying to be careful and cautious of items I ordered this time to make sure they came in plastic containers, or if they did come in glass containers, hopefully they would come in a box. I ordered a bunch of makeup palettes. I have another, I believe, 8 makeup palettes that I bought from Boxycharm PopUp that should be here. It says it's going to be here tomorrow, Saturday, but according to UPS shipping, it's still in Kansas, so not going to be here. But I'm hoping that 1, no items are missing, 2, none of them are damaged, because apparently that's a really big issue with PopUp, and a lot of people have been emailing them and talking to Boxy, and Boxy basically sends out these generic emails to most people, and they're requiring a picture of all the broken items with a picture of the packaging and the label on it, and it's been a horror story, one after another. A lot of people are getting sent replacements, and the replacements come packed in the same exact way the originals were, and they arrived busted as well, and then they have to go and figure out, well, if they're going to get a refund or not. It's PopUp apparently is a giant mess. Giant mess and a pain in the ass. So, if you order from Boxy PopUp, make sure the items that you want to buy aren't items that can easily be damaged during shipping, because I myself run an online shop on Etsy. I'm a $20,000+ a year shop, and I make sure my packaging is really secure and really good for anything that goes out, because I know we're blaming Boxy for all these shipping problems, and to be fair, it does start there. The problem does start there because they don't package their stuff correctly, and they're not preparing for the damage that could be done. They could be spending just a little more money on packaging, and that would save them a whole lot in refunds and shipping replacement products, but that's on them. But we also gotta keep in mind, half the other problem is the shipping service that Boxycharm has been using. They use FedEx and they use UPS Ground, and they do that because that is the cheapest shipping possible for heavyweight objects in bigger sized containers, whether they be the big bubble mailers or a big box. And they're cheap, but they're not insured. Those packages aren't insured when they're sent ground. It's kind of like sending first class with UPS. The only way to get them insured is to pay extra for it, and you know what, they're not going to do that. But FedEx and UPS do tend to be very not cautious with packages when they're shipped out. You want to make sure they're packaged well because they're getting tossed around, they're getting slammed, they get dropped, a lot of them are thrown, and the conveyor belts and everything that they go through are not friendly either. Even if you mark a package frail, odds are it's not going to get the special care handling that it needs. So we need to keep in mind that Boxycharm is not packaging properly. At the same time, the shipping people aren't being careful with the packages that aren't given them for delivery. So, sucks situation. So when you order, be careful what you order, because you might be going through and asking for a replacement or a refund later on. Quick recap. Boxy pop-up happens every 3 months, just right before the Boxy Luxe months pop up. Boxy Luxe itself is an upgrade of the base box, so every 3 months, instead of getting the base box, you're charged an extra $50 plus your base box price of, oh, I said that wrong. You're getting charged an extra $25 on top of your base box, which is $25, which makes $50 for the Luxe upgrade. And in my opinion, not worth it. Most of the time the products they have just really aren't worth it. You're better off getting the $50 It's the ultimate bag. But that happens every 3 months, which means it would be March, June, September, and December for those. Honestly, I don't think they're worth it. The best thing about it is shopping pop-up, and pop-up's not bad until they ship your order. They're also notorious for not giving you tracking numbers and not letting you know that they shipped your stuff. And it mysteriously shows up. Half the time, or more than half the time, it's broken. So that's actually going to be it for this video. You can join me for my next pop-up order and chat as soon as it comes in. It'll be here sometime next week, because who knows with UPS when my package is actually going to get here. Like it says, it's supposed to be delivered tomorrow, or technically today on the 6th, since it's 1 a.m. here. But my package shows it's in Kansas, and I know that they don't really run on the weekend, and with everything going on, I don't really expect it to be here before Wednesday, which is, you know, another 5+ days down the road. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks for joining for me with this chit chat this early in the morning. And you know what, beautiful? Have a good night's sleep. Good morning if you're seeing this later. I will see you for the next one. Bye.
Feeling blue without you. Give me one more chance, give me one more dance.